This video is not financial advice. Any action you take based on this content is entirely your responsibility. Let's talk about something that's been completely misunderstood: passive income. Everyone on social media loves to say, make money while you sleep. But here's the truth: there's nothing truly passive about passive income. At least, not in the beginning. People think it's some kind of magic. You invest a few bucks, build a side hustle, and suddenly the cash starts flowing forever. But behind every so-called passive stream, there's a huge upfront cost: time, effort, capital, knowledge, or all four. You don't see the late nights, the failures, the trial and error. You only see the final result: the beach photos, the laptops, and the fake freedom. Let's be real. When you buy a rental property, that's not passive. You still deal with tenants, repairs, taxes, management fees, and sometimes debt. When you start a YouTube channel or build an online course, that's not passive either. At least not for the first few years. You have to create, publish, market, and maintain everything. Even stock dividends, the most classic passive income, require capital and patience. You need to save, invest, and let compound interest do its work. That's not magic. That's discipline. So why do people chase passive income so desperately? Because we all want freedom. Freedom from stress, from bosses, from the 9-to-5 grind. And that's totally valid. But the problem is the way it's sold to us, as if you can skip the process, skip the effort, skip the grind. You can't. Every person who enjoys true passive income today paid a price yesterday, with time, energy, and persistence. Now here's the paradox: the harder you work to build your passive systems up front, the more passive your life eventually becomes. That's the real secret. Passive income is front-loaded work with delayed rewards. It's like planting a tree. You don't eat the fruit right away. You water it, protect it, and let it grow. Years later, it feeds you without effort. So if you're chasing passive income, stop chasing shortcuts. Focus on creating something sustainable. Invest in your skills. They're the foundation for every future opportunity. Build assets, digital, financial, or real, that generate recurring value. Automate systems, so your time gradually detaches from your income. But never expect to skip the grind. You can't escape effort. You can only decide when to pay the price, now or later. So next time someone says, "I make money while I sleep," ask them how many sleepless nights it took to get there. That's the harsh truth about passive income. It's not easy. It's not instant. But if you build it right, one day you'll wake up and realize the system you built is finally paying you back. That's not luck. That's leverage. And that's what real passive income is all about.